The eternal struggle for the next few months is trying to figure out where the CS market is heading. On one hand, the highest value items in the game have had a major shift in the way they are obtained, which has burned many people, hurting the relationship between this game and their wallet. On the other hand, supply is always limited in one way or another, and we have seen time and time again that no matter the type of chaos that occurs, those who hold their items seem to win. There is currently a little bit of a push and pull trying to figure out when skins are safe to purchase again, and which skins have further to fall. But one consistent mistake that I made in years past that I wish I could go back and change is not purchasing items when no one is talking about skins. But no new exciting items have been released. Seems like most people are just chilling out right now, waiting to see where everything settles. And I was chilling out trying to read up on YouTube rules because my last video got removed for promoting gambling, when it wasn't. So let's try this again. With new deals every day, opportunities to grab unique low float or pattern skins, why not grab something fresh? With multiple options of depositing and withdrawing at fair rates, more options coming soon, and a ranking system that gives you better rates as you level up, along with my code ptree giving you an extra 2% bonus. You can snipe those skins that beat many other sites that you have likely heard of before. Not to mention the many giveaways that you can enter every day where you can increase your odds by gaining tickets from trades. With fast support and a large community, check out the link below to see what Skinflow can offer you. One point I always take note of is the major cycle. A good major with a banger final brings tons of eyes to the game, and brings those Counter-Strike adjacents back for a period. Whether it's a Tarek co-stream or Summit grinding Faceit again just to hop on Sea of Thieves a month later, majors are a massive draw for this game. Unfortunately, as per usual, Valve took the cheapest offer and StarLadder has once again gotten permission to host. Between sponsorships and a changing digital landscape, we have streams like this from one of our biggest streamers on Twitch. But that's alright, because you might not want to watch the games anyways with audio like this.
10-7.
That's loud.
Or the humiliation ritual that they are doing that makes everyone cringe. I cannot watch this part of the stream, I have to turn it off, and honestly, I don't know why the players are still accepting this. And this is all assuming that you can even watch the stream because it has gone down so many times. Many of these issues since stage 1 have been fixed, but I will hold my breath until the event is over. This is the same TO that made a multi-piece trophy. If you have been keeping track, you may have noticed that some gloves are getting manipulated, some knives are on their way back, and cases are getting purchased at a high rate. Despite the rough start as per usual for a StarLadder event, many of these issues have been fixed so far, and I hope it stays that way. Best of 5 grand finals, and possibly a fan favorite Furia run even if the one guy that can capitalize on this has been shunned. I've had some conversations with people following the massive update that occurred, as everyone is still trying to figure out the implications. It's hard to say how many knives total will be obtained through trade-ups in the following months, as all of the hype has died down. Then you look at the other items that fell in price, like stickers and Operation skins. While the update had nothing to do with these items, whether they were sold to buy into the dip, or they were cashed out as some realized how over-invested they were in a video game. I started purchasing collection skins a couple weeks ago, and I've gone back and forth on buying more borderless stickers, even though I already own more than I would like. The collection skins have really done nothing to start their recovery, even though it's a supply-based game and it only goes down. There just isn't enough hype around skins right now to bring them back up. And when the Budapest major stickers dropped and they were bordered, I was sad to still be at work, destroying any chance of buying into borderless stickers before they start going up. But a few hours later, it seemed like no one else was panic buying, so I reconsidered. I want to tell myself that this is finally the opportunity to put money in when in the past I'd wait out a few more months and prices would go back up. And this might be me falling back on the side of caution again, but I think this will be a slow road to recovery for many items. All said and done, many items in Counter-Strike have seen insane growth as a direct correlation to the growth of the game. When Katowice 2014 stickers were released, and the daily player base was 10% of what it is today, When the last operation for old collection skins like the Dragonlore, Hot Rod, and Medusa dropped, Counter-Strike was less than half of the size it is today. Not to mention the culture shift over time, from weird money-hungry microtransaction to an accepted active market with unique opportunities, to complete gaming phenomenon with significant articles and a massive social media presence. As a more recent example, the announcement of CS2 caused a massive rush of new players, and there were very optimistic opinions on future skin prices. So pretty much everything went up during that time. When I look at where CS2 is today, not only from a core game perspective, but from a gaming culture and growth perspective, it's not the same as it was in years past. I'd say we are well past the point of talking about Valve's lack of content in CS2 and what we are still missing from CSGO, but it is really an important aspect of where the game is at currently. Operations were a big factor for keeping people around and pushing prices forward. No more operations. Sure, the armory with its limited time item and rotating collections can increase spending for a short period of time, but it really doesn't do much for keeping people on the game. Those fun operation missions are long gone. Those pretty boring grind missions, but at least something to do, are likely gone as well. The operation model has been replaced, and I still hold the opinion that we will never see one again, no matter how many operation-related leaks are found. Then we can go down the road of community servers, which are their own web of disappointment, failure, and neglect. Plus the somewhat lackluster return of retakes, not to mention the game modes that haven't returned. CS2 in my eyes is a great game because I love to hop on every few days and grind out some DM, practice maps, and throw in some premier games. CS2 isn't so great for someone who wants to put the time in and day out. At some point, that burnout hits, and experiencing CS in a different way can keep you engaged without getting completely burnt out. My last ESEA season on CSGO, I put a ton of time into surfing and flying Scoutsman. Currently, I would say there's really no way for the vast majority of users to enjoy CS2 outside of the base game. You are either improving yourself, trolling games, or not online. Not's really helpful for giving new players a fun and fair experience when first learning the game, and that is something that Counter-Strike has sorely been missing. It has been a long time since I've had to teach someone how to play CS, and I just don't know how you could keep someone engaged in CS2 as they get railed every match that they play for months. Despite the grievances that we may still have with CS2, this is truly the eternal game, and we are proving it once again. I'm sure many of you have heard of the esports winter. It's not a specific date, but the general area post-COVID where VC money stopped funneling into esports. It hits many orgs hard, and changed the competitive scene in many ways. But what we are seeing today regarding viewership decline across multiple titles is much scarier for anyone looking to get involved in the culture. Counter-Strike and Rocket League viewership has largely remained stable. There are massive problems in League. Halo possibly has had its last major event. COD is eternally struggling to hold on to past glory. Valorant has started to lose the iPad kids. And I'm sorry, but I cannot speak on mobile esports as I have never watched, played, or have any plans to care. It is what it is. For someone who really only follows Counter-Strike or Rocket League, you may not know it, but this is the first true decline in viewership we have seen over multiple titles since basically the inception of esports. And the average player base isn't too bad either, although there's always a question mark around how many bots are contributing to those numbers. Issues with the major. Subtick might still not be up to par. Performance suffers for many until the next generation of PC hardware. The trade-up update completely changed the values of many items in the market. Crypto is down, and the CS market loosely follows crypto trends historically. Esports has lost some of its luster since the COVID boom. CS2 in general still lacks elements that the community honestly deserves. But we still play this game, we still watch it, we still support the people that are competing, and that will continue. So of course, the big question. Is now a good time to buy some skins that you have wanted, that fell to a price you were happy with, or to make an investment that you have been sitting on? Why not? I bought a few knives that I have wanted for some time. Since my purchase, prices have fallen to slight profit or break even. But I only check the prices because I'm making this video. Otherwise, they are skins that I enjoy and will keep. I don't really care if I'm up or down a few percent on them. If you like the skin, buy it. They're already down a significant amount. But is this actually the bottom? We are probably close, if not there already, but I haven't spent enough time pondering my orb. While we can talk about supply numbers, daily sales, and the general market trends up and down, one singular update from Valve is all that it takes to move the needle significantly. For the information that we have today, Counter-Strike has not changed. It is still the premier FPS that brings millions of people together or tears them apart on a daily basis. General sentiment is good news. Many knives and gloves have fallen 50%, but their estimated supply increase floats around 25%. Cases have some of the best ROI for unboxing that we have seen in years due to the price increase of coverts, and Budapest coming out with some basic stickers will draw attention to borderless collections once again, along with sticker slabs that have also brought more attention to the older stickers. Whether or not you will make generational wealth on a purchase today is not something that can be determined, but is now a good time to buy. History says yes, even if the context is a little bit different and it's a tough time for gaming altogether, not to mention the struggles that Counter-Strike itself has today. At the end of the day, this game keeps on trucking. I'm not going anywhere, and I know most of you aren't either.